made it. I don't really know what to say. I went 9 for 9, managed to get my first Open World Championship title.
Rising star.
Alba, as a junior last year, competed in the Open.
And it is match totals for Alba and Chiara heading into deadlift.
Easy work of that. Ow!
And look at Alba!
2024 edition from Sweden, Alba Boström.
Welcome everyone to another video, and we made it. We actually made it world champion 2025 in the open category 63s. I'm sick. Today it's Thursday. I got back home on Sunday. I competed last Wednesday, so over a week ago now, which is crazy. Time really flies. So as you know, I haven't been making any kind of videos for a while. I was gonna make a video. I actually filmed it and everything once I was packing, like the day before I was gonna go, but it got too big in size, and for some reason I just couldn't transfer it over to like my computer from my phone. And no matter if I use a cable, if I like tried to put it on my drive, tried iCloud, like it just loaded forever, and I was like, I can't wait for this. So it ended up probably was just meant to be for me to not make a video until, you know, after the fact. And I haven't been making any videos because I've been heavy in training. I've been having really good focus, and when I do have very good focus, sometimes having videos or doing videos during training, it really helps me focus in on like what I'm doing and make good decisions, and like being vocal about my thoughts and where I am in prep and everything, and that helps me and it feels good. But then the closer I get to a competition, sometimes I can be like, I'm so focused that during training I feel like I don't have, maybe I'm super tired, I'm deep into fatigue. It's just like I don't want to talk to anyone when I'm training. It's just that I have a really good flow where I don't want to break it, kind of, and that's when I'm not gonna make videos. And that happened this prep. I just wanted to be in the prep and be like in what I am doing during my prep, like just be into training. And I tried to like make a few videos, but it was like I never had anything to say and I would just have to force it, and that means it would just be like a forced video, which wouldn't be like the best thing. And so, you know, I decided to not make videos for this prep after like I had that building block, the deload, and then, you know, I just started like the heavy prep and I stopped. And I'm happy that I did. I stopped social media, everything, and just in my own lane, like doing what I need to just train. And we actually succeeded. So Open World Champ, like, I don't really know what to say. A part of me is like obviously super happy when I think about it, because I can like look back and be like, okay, what if this would have happened? What if they would have gotten this way instead? Like, what if they actually would have gotten that way? Like, it was such a close battle between me and Chiara and Meg, so the American and the Italian. It was such a close battle, and you know, that makes me just like feel very blessed that like wow, stars really aligned. We truly for the day picked perfect numbers, and I went 9 for 9 and managed to get my first Open World Championship title as my first year in the Open, because now I'm no longer a junior. Some people think that I am. I see that in comments, but it's like, no, I turned 24 in like a month, so in a month and a half or so. So yeah, I'm Open out. But I'm so blessed, so happy. What like the best thing for me was like, I had such a team back in the back behind me. Obviously I had Sammy, my partner, and then I had Joey. Kedrick was there too. Like, he wasn't like, he's my nutrition coach, so he's there to like help me, but like everything was set, like my recomp was said and done, but he was like there crunching numbers. I had the Swedish coaches crunching number. I had a Swedish 83 lifter who lifted earlier in the day, and he didn't even go home. Like, we're back to the hotel after his competition. He just stayed, like he literally just ate lunch, never even got back home to the hotel, chilled or anything after his competition. He was in the B group, and he just like helped like load all the weights. Like, it was just such a team behind me that I felt, I don't know, it's just like, it's such a warm feeling. I can't really describe it, but sometimes on my journey, I've had a feeling of being alone. because I've never been the best person to get friends. Not that, like, personally, like, I see when I talk to someone for the first time and we like exchange smiles, I'm like, this is my friend now. But like having like close friends, because I'm quite a shy person, and so I think it's sometimes been an identity of mine previously where I've been like, okay, I'm very alone in this journey. And you know, now that I'm doing this, I realize like it may be an individual sport, but it takes a team, and I have such a great team behind me that supports me, and it's crazy, and I'm so thankful for that. So, you know, I actually managed to achieve it with that team behind me. All of my clients that I coach, that they're also a good team of mine. A lot of them are my friends as well. Like, they supported me, they were watching, cheering me on. Minal, my best friend, like she was watching, she helped me so much with being able to like do my best during this prep, and like offloading me in terms of like some work that I needed to do, so I could actually like really focus on training and recovering. And I'm just so blessed, so blessed, so thankful. So if any of like my coaches are seeing this, any of my friends, my clients, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I could not have done this without you, truly. And I feel like it's something greater than me, which makes it good as well. It's not just, okay, Alba won became a world champion. It's like I showed so many of the people that struggle sometimes to believe in themselves that they can actually achieve what they want as long as they don't give up, which is what I'm all about. I'm gonna say it time and time again. I don't think that I'm necessarily anything special in terms of like genetic makeup or anything for powerlifting. I just think that I truly give this sport everything that I got. I love it, and I decide to just do everything I can and not give up. And I do believe that that's gonna yield results. I think that is what actually builds talent. Now I actually get to show that, you know, it is the case. But I'm so happy, so blessed. It was a crazy good competition. I had the best prep that I've ever had, like, to be honest. I felt super strong coming in, but I was also super nervous, which showed on my first squat because I almost failed it. But then I managed to, like, we changed the plan, went a little bit lighter than planned in the squat as well. But we were like, okay, it works. It's gonna work out. We went a little bit lighter. Still got an all-time PB on competition with 197.5 in the squat. Got an all-time PR with 140 kilo at the bench, which was the plan for Sheffield when we opened with 32.5. Just now we decided to open way lighter and do 7.5 kilo jumps. Ended up getting it, which is crazy. I'm so happy about that. Bench gold too, which is crazy because normally Meg would have that. She obviously had a worse day, so not expecting to keep it for too long, but I want to get better. Deadlift we just basically did what we needed to win. And a part of me is like, I wanted more. I expected more of my total, to be honest, but I guess it's good that it didn't get higher in order to win because, you know, we got Sheffield. But yeah, super happy, felt strong throughout. I'm feeling blessed. Like I said, I got back home. We started traveling back home on Saturday. We wanted to go back on Friday, but we couldn't find any good trips. Otherwise, we would have to like wake up 3 a.m. So we rescheduled until Tuesday, until Saturday. And then we had to take a night, staying overnight in the capital because there wasn't any planes to north of Sweden in the evening on a Saturday, so we just had to go back, stay there for a night, and then we got took an early flight on Sunday back home. On Sunday, I went straight back into routines. I decided like weeks before that I'm gonna rest for a full week after competition because I think that I need it, and I usually almost rest for a full week, and it's good, but I was like, I'm excited to train. I need to get better. And I'm so motivated. So I was like, okay, I'll be training on Monday. So I went straight back into routines. Took a little bit easier with work, just the client stuff and nothing else. But I also went on all my walks, and then I felt in the evening like my throat and I felt like, okay, I'm gonna get sick. And I woke up sick the next day. So I've been taking 2 rest days. I probably could have done an easier session yesterday, but I decided to really rest because I think I needed it. And today I'm gonna do like the session I wasn't gonna do on Tuesday, so I'm just gonna do some bench. So I'm gonna get ready for that now. I'm still not 100%. I can feel like I'm a little bit, my nose is a little bit runny, and maybe sometimes I get a cough if I go too hard. But I'm not gonna let go. I'm gonna go very easy today, just bench, and then I may do 1 walk today. I'm gonna be careful with the walks. I just like gradually get into it because I did have to do more work today. Tomorrow it's midsummer, so I'm off during the weekend. So I get more rest time during that time as well, but probably we'll do like an SPD session tomorrow, I believe. we shall see. Because I missed, obviously gonna miss today's session that I was gonna do, miss the deadlift session and miss the bench session. So I'm gonna try to get every session in so I don't miss anything for this week, but still like take it pretty easy. So it's just back to the grind, and it's something like I do feel very happy about that I won, but at the same time it's like all this prep I just thought about my long-term goal that I have and what I want to achieve, and like every day I just thought like, okay, this is what I really want to achieve long-term. And I just woke up thinking of that. I didn't wake up thinking world championships in 3 weeks. I was thinking like, okay, I'm training to reach my long-term goal that I won't say, but it's very close to my heart. And like I just had that goal and I just kept that in mind every single day. And so this was just like a pit stop of that. That goal is not achieved, but what I thought when I went up to like during the medal ceremony, when I went up to the podium, I just thought, okay, this is one step on my journey. I finally managed to like, because I always thought like, okay, so my aim is like, first I was a junior, grow as a junior, become a junior world champion, get the experience and manage to go to the top of that. Then you can become an open world champion. And an open world champion is going to be the first real step toward the long-term goal for winning once. In order to do that, I feel like I had to become a junior world champion first. I was allowed to do that, super happy. And then now, okay, I managed the first step, but it's not over yet, and that's why I feel very joyous. But I also feel like I'm ready to get back into training in that sense. Nothing is really achieved in that sense, although I'm still super happy. Yeah, I guess the only other thing that I need to address is I cut my hair before the comp, because my hair I got into like here, and I was so tired of it because all like basically like 10 centimeters was like very like is worn out. I had split ends and it just didn't look healthy. It was like always messing up, you know, it was just too much to take care of. Like I had to have like my hair up in a ponytail every day, which I do enjoy, but I had to have it all the time. And then I get like a headache. So I decided to cut my hair. I was thinking of like cutting it into like a bob, like super short, and then or like this short. And then I was like, no, I don't want to cut it that short because I never like having short hair because I don't think that it just suits me. Because every time I've had short hair, which I've had many times in the past, I've always regretted myself and like, okay, I'm never gonna cut short hair again, and then I do it anyway. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cut it that short. So I told the hairdresser that I wanted it here, like just above my chest, because I wanted to keep some length, because I was like, I'm really mad about my hair. I can't take it anymore. It's too long. It's too messy. I think she kind of mistook that for me wanting it very short. But I was like, but then I decided I was going to cut it like really short, but I regretted myself, I told her. So I wanted like here instead, yeah, just above my chest. And then she like cut it, like put it forward and was like, what do you think about this leg? I was like, what? So basically like almost like 10 centimeters shorter than I wanted it to. And also like, and I think that's fine. I'm getting used to it now. At first I was heartbroken. I was like, no, what did I do? Because I spent 2 years trying to like grow my hair back from this length before. But obviously it doesn't matter. It's going to grow out again. But I was like, 2 years is a long time to wait to get back to the same length. Because I was like cutting it every 3 months, making sure it was healthy. And then I didn't cut it from Sheffield for like 6 months. Not 6 months, but like, yeah, I just skipped a regular cut. And that's why it got really unhealthy. And yeah, it got to that point. And yeah, I really regret it. But that's not the bad thing. It's like I cut bangs as well, because I did try to cut them at home, which worked really well. I really liked them. But I did want them a little bit shorter because I had short bangs as well before. So I didn't want like a real like, what do you call it, like forehead bangs, like wispy bangs, but I wanted it like a little bit shorter here and then like having like a triangle so it goes down. And she did tell me like she accidentally made it too short, so it's like up to here, and like too wide, so it's like this, like of a straight line. And that's what we talked about when she cut it, like, yeah, usually they would cut it like too wide, and I was like, that's what I said that I was afraid of, and it ended up like that. So my bangs are terrible, which is why like now I'm rocking like a, I don't know, this is like the only hairstyle I can have where like my bangs doesn't come into my face. I'm trying like, they're gonna grow out pretty fast, but yeah. So now I feel like at least I'm getting used to it by now, but that was a funny thing. If anyone wonders why I cut my hair, because I do regret it myself. That was a sidetrack of what happened for the competition. That's like, had promised myself to not cut my hair before Worlds, but then I was like, it's taking too much time. It's like a heavy burden, so I just need to get rid of it. And then it ended up being a heavier burden because I didn't like it. But now I'm used to it, and it is actually like kind of chill because I can have it out like this, and it's not in the way, which is kind of cool. And I don't get a headache that way, because when I do have to have it in a ponytail all the time, it does give me like a headache. So yeah, that's an update. Worlds was an amazing experience. I'm gonna try to get back into making regular weekly or so YouTube videos again now. Now I'm gonna get to training, and I'm not gonna make a YouTube video during this session. So I just wanted to make like sit down a little bit and talk about Worlds, and then I'll get back into training like for real next week, and then I'll make a YouTube video sometime, try to get back into that routine. And we got World Games in 8 weeks now. 8 weeks in China, which will be pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically it. It's time to get started for that. But now I need to keep recovering. I need to get training now. Then I have some calls as well as some work to do. But I'm super excited, and I want to thank you, all of you, for your support. Like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was such a journey. I'm so happy about it. So thank you, and let's continue on to the next one.